and send my silly little rolls.
Yeah. Indeed.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Get 14, did you?
Shit.
That's
right. It's a thing now.
I was going to say, you're waiting for one of those to become the episode title. All you need is an episode with a shit enough options.
Episode 2 of me going get blanked idiot on the first roll. Until it's an episode title.
Very strong. Day 1 of me saying get X'd idiot.
That's day 2. I did it last time as well.
Sorry, yes, no, you're absolutely right.
I lost by 2 votes.
Okay. So, I do believe we are all ready for another exciting session of Wonderland.
Double check that you are definitely recording.
I am definitely recording.
Why did something happen?
Wonderful.
No, as far as I'm aware, everything went perfectly. Okay, speaking of you sassy sassafras, it is Hedda's turn first, according to the turn order we have. So...
Suffer the consequences of my actions.
Surely insulting the GM right before you step out onto a new floor is a good idea.
This is why I keep my fucking mouth shut.
Yeah, so we looked at Yukijiji last time. He is the old man of the snow. You asked him if he was going to attack you, and he said, probs not, but in a very creepy way. But he hasn't made any moves to attack you. What would you like to do, Hedda?
I think I decided I was going to attack him. Did I? Or did I decide against that? It's the end of last episode.
I think you stated that you wanted to.
It was definitely one of those 2 options.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get that going.
As a reminder, you can't initiate combat within the safe space.
No.
You have to be standing outside of its bounds.
Because I haven't said earlier, can I move us both at the same time and then have us both do something at the same time?
Yeah.
Cool. We're both going to move into this room. Mainly so that the bonus for flare will proc. And I'm going to go Skadi, set them on fire.
Yukijiji gives a little laugh. Do you really think that I would be weak to fire being an ice monster? Oh, wait. Okay.
I just think as he's saying, oh wait, Skadi just blurs towards him.
Yeah, okay, so do you want to roll the 10d4? And then that's a quick action, so Skadi could do an initiation attack after that if you want.
Oh, so we're not in combat? No, Skadi will initiation attack.
Incredible. Okay, are you joining that combat? Alright, you're in the room, you have to.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, roll for initiative then. Yukijiji will do the same. It's alright. Oh, okay. Casual 21.
I'll do it.
Okay, and are you going fire or slashing?
Can I know what the damage from my flare was first?
Yeah, hold on.
Since that will have happened first.
Okay, Yukijiji took 39 damage from the flare.
Yeah, fire sounds pretty good, please.
And he takes an additional 20 from the initiation attack. Hold on, let me just double check. No shot. Oh, not quite.
Leaking dust.
Like 7 sanity away from leaking dust.
Oh, 7? 7? I can work with 7.
Okay, but that'll have to be afterwards. You can keep that roll if you want, though.
Yeah, I'll keep the roll.
Okay, we'll catch up with you in a moment. So, it's back to... Wren. Okay. Wren.
Hello.
You found a memory fragment, you picked up a bottle of beer, and your sister appears to have suicidally fucked off into the bottom room. What will you do?
A lot of choices. I can't really move more than where I am right now, so I might have to backtrack a bit. I mean, unless I could just jump off this balcony.
Wouldn't advise it, is what I will say.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to run into Val again. My favorite hobby.
Okay.
You could do two movement actions, right? If I wanted to.
No, that was old rules.
Or just the one. Okay.
But you can search or appraise.
Has this room been fully searched?
I think so, but I'll double check for you.
Thank you.
At least I would do if I was on the right document. There we go. Yes, everything's been fully searched.
Okay. Oh, that's the end of my turn then.
Nothing to appraise or dreamcraft?
That'll be fine.
Okay. Moving on then to Val.
I'm leaving this room
Okay.
and hoping nothing sees me. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
we are free from the evils.
You step into Todd's apartment, and you hear his voice from over by the fridge. Val, I think this is a recharge port. Looks like it'll supercharge an electronic weapon. Do you want this?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Just reach out. I'll give it to you. I mean, I do kind of want it. But, like, you have that weapon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I can give it to you then. Would you like to take the...
I'm scared.
Would you like to take the supercharger?
Yes, why do I feel like it's a bomb?
Okay. You reach out for the weapon, only to
No.
find something reaching out of the darkness and slashing you across the face.
God dang it!
Let's have a look. Ooh, that's a lot.
Seems strange to suddenly introduce an electric mechanic. I was like, damn, Benjamin's been busy.
Val, you take 7 slashing damage. And 8 bleed damage.
Or
As you recoil in fear and pain, you see a creature step forward. It's a long, lanky, bloody humanoid with no face save for a toothy, grinning mouth. And as it steps forward, you hear now Wren's voice coming out of its mouth. Val, I don't know why you fell for that, but it's going to be the last thing you ever do.
Oh my
No.
god.
no, you can't do that.
You have been fooled by Echo. Roll for initiative.
No.
And he got the
Nice.
initiation.
Nice.
Val, 2d10.
No.
Sad.
At least it wasn't a bomb, right?
That's a really, like... Wow, that's really, like, grass is greener. Could be worse, says Val. Okay, fantastic. We'll catch up with you in the combat round. Which means we head now back down to the other floor with Rune. Okay. What will you do, Rune?
Can I hear what's going on with James?
The answer
Would they
is...
be able to see Pendle is probably the nearest question.
The answer is I forgot how hearing works.
You use your
Typically, it's
ears.
like typically hearing one room over is fine, 2 rooms over is challenging.
Yeah, I think it was, what is it, sight within 1 room and hearing within 2, I think has been our general rule. So you would have heard the sounds of combat, but you can't hear what it is that James is fighting. But you can hear him fighting to your... It would be Rune's left coming into this room, if you get me.
Hold on, I'm bad with left and right. Give me a sec to orient myself.
Not to worry.
Okay, so in that case, much to the fact that I can see something in this room, I'm gonna go in.
Okay. Okay, you step into the rooms. The room's the room.
Hello. What does the old bones look like?
You can see what appears to be a skeleton wearing the armour of some bygone era, sword in hand, looking around. He looks over at you.
Oh my god.
Hello, it is I, the Old Bones. I challenge you to a duel of swordplay.
We gotta befriend him, you guys. We gotta befriend him.
I don't have a sword, but I'm happy to duel.
Take a look around. Pick one up.
The Old Bones gestures, and you can see a sword, like, jabbed into the ground with a note stuck in it.
What does it say?
You'll have to pick it up.
Can't I read the note without touching it?
You can. It says dueling sword, and then in slightly smaller text it says for dueling, and then in brackets it says duels only.
Hell yes.
Okay.
I'm confused. What's the sword for?
Cutting things. What would you like
If
to
I
do?
pick
Rune?
this up, will I have? If I pick this up, will I have to move something out of my inventory?
If you already have your 3 weapon slots filled, you will, yes.
Yes, because one of my weapons is my wheelchair.
Ah, yes. Yes, you would have to either send something back to safe space storage, or swap something out.
Okay, I'll put the whip in safe space storage for now.
Okay, what traits does the whip have on it?
Bone. Which is ironic, I know.
Does it have a name?
No, it's
Okay.
just whip.
Nice. Okay, whip has been sent to safe space storage, so you can indeed pick up the dueling sword. Would you like to do so?
Yes, please.
Okay, you pick up the dueling sword, at which point the Old Bones gives like a little cackle of delight.
You picked it up. You touched it. That means you have to duel me. That means you've agreed to the terms of the duel, which are to duel until one of us dies.
Oh no.
Okay.
If you'd like the dueling sword's info, I can give that to you as well.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm so lost in what this dueling sword is for.
I know, it's crazy. So it's a sword.
I'm really puzzled.
It is a sword for starters, so accuracy is 7. Damage dice is 3d6. And it comes with 2 traits on it. The first is Merciless.
Would you like me to read out what these are as they come up?
I'll do it. I've got them here anyway. So Merciless. The weapon shows no mercy to the enemy. The wielder deals +7 damage to monsters who did not use a damaging attack on their last turn. And the other trait it possesses is Daunting. The weapon
Okay.
has a strong fighting spirit within it. The wielder can use their turn to grant a single ally Dauntless. Dauntless is an effect that makes your next attack never miss.
Oh. Quick question, Mr. The Old Bones.
Ha yes!
If it's a duel, does it mean it's just me and you, or can my dragon help?
I suppose your dragon is an extension of you, and therefore would be allowed, but if another dreamer steps in, then that would not be a duel any longer, and I would have to go. The sanctity of the duel would be ruined! Ah!
Would you like to engage in a duel with the Old Bones?
Sure, why not?
Due to our previously established rules about hearing, James can hear this.
I think James quietly he just looks at the old hag that's just skated away from him on the bridge. He's just like, I want a duel.
Okay, roll for initiative, Rune. Oh, I've got 4 different combats going on now.
James. You snooze, you lose.
You duel, you fool.
That is a 9.
Okay, and then it would be James, but James is in combat. So
Indeed.
it's combat turns. Cool. Let's get started. 1 second. We'll run through these by floor order. So, where's it?
Florida.
Where's it, James? Florida, yes.
Florida.
Okay, so first up we have Hedda fighting Yuki Gigi.
Yes.
So let me take a look. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, Hedda, your turn first. Although you.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no. So Skadi did.
Initiated,
Skadi
so
initiated. You already
no
did your
attack
roll,
for
didn't you?
Skadi. The roll earlier, it was a
Um,
16,
Yeah, definitely a hit.
which means it activates the whip's coiling. So if the enemy is holding a weapon, then not anymore.
Yuki Gigi doesn't have a weapon,
damage.
unfortunately.
It's 40 damage.
It is. I assume you're taking the stone with the -1.
Yes, I've already factored that into the whip, I think.
Ah, okay. And is it battering on the whip now because it's plastic?
Yes.
I guess the whip is battering anyway. Okay, yeah, you batter Yuki Gigi, who immediately starts leaking dust, and just gives like a little gibber of fear. He's like, "Oh, you're a little stronger than you look, aren't you? Hold on a moment."
Not like.
Does he not? Oh, he does. Yes, excellent. Okay, so Yuki Gigi claps his hands together and creates a swirling snowstorm as his reactionary action.
Oh, that's going to be some fair.
Oh, yeah, of course, environmental.
I think I was scared of environmental. Thank God he's not a clown.
Yeah, so that's +3 fear for the environmental.
I'm on 7 now.
Oh,
That's an issue.
that is an issue. So storms inflict a -4 accuracy penalty on combatants who aren't immune, and snowstorms inflict a -4 damage penalty. Potentially
Like that.
not that impactful for you and Skadi, but
Yeah, I feel
um,
like Hedda would know how to fight in a snowstorm, and Skadi is past snowstorm.
that is true. But it is then Yuki Gigi's turn immediately afterwards, so he's going to take his turn. And... Oh, yes, I see. Oh.
I see. Yeah, good fun.
No, sorry. I just realised that, like, for whatever goddamn reason I can't figure out, Yukijiji has, like, the most synergistic, like, series of attacks any monster possesses.
Oh no.
Okay, so
He just seems
Yukijiji...
like a jovial guy.
Yeah, no, apparently he's, like, cracked. Okay, Yukijiji breathes a fierce cold. He's immune to the snowstorm, which means that he's not affected by the accuracy debuff. And he breathes a freezing air throughout the room, which inflicts 7 ice damage plus...
Anyone in a snowstorm dies instantly.
Yeah, that's 14 damage to you and Skadi because of your current fear level. And you are inflicted with chilled.
What's chill when it's not home?
I'm gonna just double check. Chilled combatants are slowed down by being too cold to think and automatically move last in combat regardless of initiative. The effect ends after 1 turn. So yes, next turn Yukijiji will be going first, which yes does mean I'll have 3 turns in a row.
Have you lowered my Skadi's health? Because I also just lowered my health.
Oh, sorry, yes I did.
I'll put it back up.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's on the right number. Okay, so across the room, back over to James, who also goes first. What will you do, James? Pendle's in another room.
Well, I did. Yeah, regretfully, she's 1 room away, so I'm just going to point at her and say, "You get back here," and I'm just going to step through. And I think that is going to have to be my turn.
That is fair.
I believe, because you can't cross rooms and attack, can you?
You can't. You could dismount Volar and have him attack if you wanted, because he's not technically made a movement action. Speaking of, though, if you could roll 4d4, you do heal from Volar.
Does the 4d4 take place at the top of my turn?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay. So
What's my current health?
it's not super low. I think you took like 1 hit.
Yeah. It's still worth doing. Yeah. Top of my turn, though. That's great.
Okay.
That's 10 health back.
So yeah,
Excuse me.
that is you back up to full.
Smashing. Yeah. So I think I'm just sort of like holding my... just sort of like trying to find a comfortable grip with the axe in my hand as I advanced upon Pendle.
Pendle gives another cheeky little grin.
I have many brews. Now let's see what this one does.
And again, she's going to fling another splash potion by consuming 1 brew.
Yeah.
So let's see. 1d4. As the brew splashes against you, it inflicts you with 15 poison damage.
Ow. Remind me, does poison damage take place at the top of my turn or when I take an action?
Bleed is when you take an attacking action. Poison is at the end of each turn.
End of each turn.
Speaking of, somebody else took bleed damage, didn't they? Was that Val? It was Val.
That was Val.
Okay, cool. So yeah, 15 poison damage, but no actual damage, which, potentially benefit.
Pretty good.
Okay. The fight rages on. Meanwhile, Rune, you begin your duel with the old bones, and you go first.
Oh, yay. Okie dokie then. Let's roll to attack, I suppose.
Do it.
Okay, I'm getting confused as to what I pressed to it. Oh, I'm being silly. Sorry.
There we go. Okay. Yep, that's 12 damage to the old bones. The old bones gets a
Wonderful.
reactionary action.
And
Ha-ha! Now,
shit.
take this!
And he lifts his sword, preparing to strike out. His next attack will be more accurate. Okay.
Can Ember have a turn?
Ember can have a turn. Press the Ember button to Ember.
Wait. Ta-da!
Okay, slashing or bleed.
I don't think bleed would work very well. He doesn't have any blood vessels, so let's try slashing.
Okay. You do a solid 26 slashing damage to the old bones.
Now face my wrath, you dragon fiend!
And yeah, he's gonna lunge out with his blade. Thank God he did that, like, accuracy preparation, otherwise that would have actually missed. And he strikes out at Ember with 11 piercing damage.
Ha-ha! Take that, you fiend!
Okay, it is the old bones' turn. And let me just double check how this works. That's the one, yes. And thanks to the old bones' multi-tactic ability, or multi-tactic attribute rather, he can take 2 turns on his turn.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So he lifts his weapon and prepares to strike out to increase the accuracy of his next attack. And he also lifts his weapon and prepares for incoming attacks. You get the sense that he'll parry your next attack.
Okay.
And I believe that is everything for this floor. So let's check in on poor Val. Yeah, that's a good noise. That's the noise of a player having fun. Okay. Val, unlike everybody else that's been in combat this turn, you are not going first. So yeah, Echo is gonna leap up, landing on top of the fridge, and then he skitters around in the darkness. You can hear things clattering around you. And then you hear a noise from behind you. Whoa. This is getting a little bit dangerous now. Val, what's that freaky monster thing with the eye? Should I shoot it?
No, I'm not falling for this again.
Okay, Val,
Why?
roll for lucidity.
Yeah. Gross.
And because you're in the dark, it is slightly more likely to go through. Val, you fall for the voice.
No!
Echo's going to get a +4 accuracy bonus on his next attack against you.
God damn.
Val, it's your turn. As a reminder, if you choose to attack,
What?
you'll sustain 8 bleed damage.
That's so rude. What is my current sanity? I'm still alive, so
I suppose that's loosely speaking very true.
I'm attacking. I'm attacking.
Jason's been
He's mean to
rewatching
me.
My Hero Academia recently.
Okay, you'll take 8 bleed damage, and it's the chain scythe.
Yeah. Oh, and Valor wants to dual strike, I think.
Oh! Sorry, you should have reminded me, you've got heated.
I was about to remind you, but I wasn't sure if that counted for initiated attacks.
Yeah. So hold on, that would have been 8 damage total, which would have gone up to 12 fire damage. Yeah, Echo really didn't like that.
Yeah.
So, hold on, right. That is a hit. That's all your dice. It's battering damage. It's electronic, so that's +4. Increase the damage. Oh, sorry, no, it would have taken an extra damage because of electronic as well.
Oh. Yeah.
You may as well roll your 2d8 and do your battery while I'm calculating this.
Oh, yeah. Alright. 14.
No, 2d8 for your battery.
Oh, 2d8, yeah. Let's see. Oh, now it's the part of the show where I don't forget how to do this.
Oh dear. Slash roll 2d8. Okay, you lose 10% battery. However, you lift your scythe and slash forwards, as does Valor, and you strike Echo for 42 damage total.
Yeah!
Echo is battered off the sofa and falls forwards. However, he does get a reactionary action.
Oh.
So he lunges forwards with his +4 accuracy bonus. Oh, that was so nearly a crit. This time he avoids striking Val, because he doesn't like that fire damage, and instead hits Valor for 12 slashing damage.
No!
Valor gives a grunt. Ugh, this guy's tough. We're gonna have to be careful, Val.
I say he's almost kind of dying. Maybe.
Let's try, I suppose. Right, give me a shot at him. Would you like Valor to attack as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, and you can dual strike on that, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes, that is a hit, even in the dark. And that's +2 damage. Oh, Valor takes -2 damage from her bone effect as well. I'll give her 2 health back.
Yay.
You rolled an 11 or higher. Oh, you've already added that, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
And what is this? Slashing?
Yeah, it's slashing.
Okay. Again, another total of 42 damage to Echo, who begins to leak dust.
Yeah.
Echo does not look happy. Okay.
That's rough.
And that is all of the combat turns. So let's get back to... I guess just get back to Wren.
Yay!
Who is the...
I'm having the most peaceful time.
He's having a great time. Nice, relaxing experience.
Yeah.
Okay, Wren. What are you doing?
I feel like if I leave this safe and peaceful room, there's gonna be things coming after me.
Indeed. You could hide to get through again if you wanted.
One of them in the shape of my sister.
You cannot hide from Valerie.
There's only one thing I fear most in the world, Benjamin. That creature.
That is valid. What will you do then?
I'm gonna have to hide, aren't I?
It may be your only option if you wish to avoid combat.
Yeah, I'm not fighting whatever's on the stairs.
Those are stairs? I thought that was a rug.
No, it's stairs. You designed this house.
Oh. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot.
You forgot her.
She forgot.
I forgot.
Okay, roll for focus,
I
Wren.
really thought that was a rug.
Do I have to do it twice for Skittles as well?
No, Skittles can just come along.
Like 25.
normally I would do all like, ooh, is that high enough? But yeah, no, nobody is going to see you in this room.
Oh yeah, sick. I'm so quiet, guys.
And you can even, instead of following Valerie into the apartment, go back into the Curtis bedroom on the right.
Oh, I can. Why would I go in here?
Anything else you'd like to do while you are hiding?
What is... Oh, there's a thing.
Would you like to investigate quietly?
Yes, I would. Too many things in this room.
Okay, so as you creep by, you can see obviously that enormous beast Harnack that you snuck past before. But you can also see, standing in front of the door ahead of you, appears to be a bulky black creature that looks weirdly like a stick figure, sort of like the ones from fire exit signs. And he is currently holding his arms wide and blocking the doorway. His name is Bouncer.
Right. So what's all this then?
Santa's Lost Raider.
Alright, I don't think I can get past this guy. Does he see me?
No, you're hidden.
Okay. Am I able to, like, throw something across the room?
Oh.
Try and run past him.
Do you have an object to throw?
I have many objects.
Which would you like to toss across the room?
You underestimate the level of objects I have, Benjamin. I have so many fucking objects. What will make a loud noise? I have a houseplant. Can I throw the houseplant?
You would like to throw the houseplant across the room.
Yes. I want to distract this guy.
Okay, roll for focus.
Okay. Poof. 17. Mid as fuck.
Okay, please remove the houseplant from your inventory.
It is gone.
You hurl the houseplant across the room, and it crashes into the wall next to the stairs. Almost immediately, two things happen. One of them is that Harnack snaps around as quick as anything, much quicker than you would expect from such a huge, bulky beast, and like roars at where the noise was. The other thing that happens is that Bouncer slowly turns to the houseplant.
What the hell?
And then eventually he decides it is worth checking out and goes stomping over to investigate.
Let's go. Let's go. Can I run past him? Can I go in the other room?
Not on this turn, but you can do next turn.
Sick.
Happy with that?
That's all I needed. Yes.
Okay. In which case, we will get back to combat, which was going on.
Which is the fucking rest of us.
Yeah, just everybody else has picked fights. Okay, Hedda. You are currently trapped in the midst of a snowstorm, and I realise I didn't actually give you the chilled effect. So hold on, I'll do that now, even though it's not very useful because it exists, so why not? Which means, I believe, that Yuki Gigi goes first. So Yuki Gigi lifts his hands, and you suddenly see this power being generated, and he absorbs the lost warmth of all nearby targets. So let's have a look. How many chilled combatants are in the room? 2. So that is that much. He restores 18 sanity from your lost warmth. Okay, yeah, that's his turn. Hedda and Skadi, what will you do?
I'm going to have Skadi attack again.
Okay, remember you're with disadvantage because you're at 7 fear.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Maybe I try to have Skadi calm down, perhaps?
Okay.
No, Skadi's better at attacking. I'll try and calm down.
Okay. Roll to reduce fear.
16, a success.
-1 takes you out of that crucial fear range, and also takes Skadi out of that range.
And then... Do I want to use that flare? I'm just going to... That's fine. Just a... Can I order Skadi to power nap? Or is that not allowed?
Yeah? Yeah, I think you can do that.
Skadi, power nap, and then bite it.
Okay, Skadi power naps, and passes the roll.
Good dog.
That'll do. Fire damage, I assume?
Yes.
That's the saddest 5d4 I've ever seen.
That is quite a sad 11 for 5d4.
Oh, brutal.
17 fire damage to Yuki Gigi, who stumbles back, but he does get a reactionary action. And this time he whips up the snowstorm to be a little bit stronger and launches an avalanche forwards. I don't need to roll accuracy because if there is a snowstorm active, the attack always hits.
Oh, oh no.
Uh-oh.
You and Skadi take 11 plus 6, 17 damage each.
That's fine.
But you do recover from being chilled at the end of the turn.
Nice.
So that will go differently next time. So, moving on to the other funny fight. James versus Pendle. I forgot to do your poison damage, didn't I, James? Take 15 poison damage, you bastard.
This is the first turn I would have had it, no?
Well, it's from when it's triggered, so
Because
you would take it last turn.
even though it took place after my turn.
Poison is at the end of the round.
The round, understood.
Yes.
My apologies, I would have called that out myself, but I was under a different impression.
It's okay. I will just double check that is how it works, because now you've got me questioning it. If I can fucking find damage types, there it is. Yeah, end of the combat round.
Copy that.
Okay, James, it's your turn. What will you do? You do have Volar's healing, so you can roll 44 for that.
Indeed, indeed. Now that's how you roll d4s.
Devastating.
That's just rude.
Absolutely devastating.
Sorry, Heather.
There was no need.
You, as it has now been a turn since it was inflicted, you can roll to save from the poison damage, although doing so will take up your turn.
No, I think I'm just gonna get started.
Do it.
What's the light level in here?
Good question. +1.
Light level +1. Lovely. So I want 10s.
Well, remember that your clothing familiar gives you a +2 accuracy bonus.
Holy.
So I think you hit on 8s, don't you?
8s. I hit on 8s.
Wild to have an axe that hits on 8. Oh, cool.
That's an 8. That is an 8. So, with the metal trait,
Yes.
is it the natural roll or the total roll that triggers the extra attacking die?
I want to say for all of these, it's just
The wording is
I think it's the total roll.
Yeah. The wording is all close range attacks roll an additional attacking die if the wielder rolls an 11 or higher.
Yeah, I think for all of those, it's the total roll from any other benefits and effects. So yeah, you can have that.
Okay, sweet. In that case, I will just put the axe back up to 7d6 to reflect that, because it's, if I'm doing damage, it's always going to be 11 or higher.
Yep.
And I'll just roll an extra d6 for the damage this time.
Okay.
And it looks like we've got the willpower formula working.
Indeed. Okay, so
6d6 plus 4.
So what's that? 22. 28 slashing damage to Pendle. No, not slashing, battering damage to Pendle. Yeah.
Correct, it's a plastic weapon.
Okay, Pendle is knocked back.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. You don't want to be doing that now, do you?
I do. You're very rude. One-liners in this video game.
Okay. Pendle lifts her hands, and you see dark magic beginning to unleash itself from the floor, and she lashes you with dark tendrils.
Oh no.
That does hit. And can you make a lucidity save for me?
Lucidity save?
Yep.
Sure can. Oh, 1 second.
It'll please you to hear
so
that.
I took 15, but then.
Oh yeah, no, 51. You'll be pleased to hear that the tendrils themselves only did 3 damage because the roll was horrible.
Okay. That's a 16 on the lucidity save.
That'll do. You manage to shake off the tendrils and avoid being gripped by them.
Great, good. I don't like being gripped.
Okay, and then it is Pendle's turn.
I need to check what level I start getting damage reduction from my familiar.
That is true, you should. Yeah, Pendle's going to toss another brew, why not? It's the funniest attack she has. Oh no, sorry, that doesn't roll for accuracy. Oh, it's poison damage again. The brew has no effect. Devastating.
Whee!
Pendle tosses her brew and you just sort of get more poisoned, but you're already poisoned.
You're gonna stain my coat.
Pendle is now down to, as you can see, James, just 1 brew left. She's going to have to make some more.
Cool.
Okay. Moving on then, a little bit down south. Rune. You're battling the old bones. He's currently in defensive position and he's ready to strike accurately.
Can I use the ability on Dante on the dueling sword to give Ember Dauntless?
You can. That will take up your turn. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Ember gains Dauntless. Which is...
And then I would like Ember to do a hit.
Hold on, let me just double check. Okay, Ember can attack. Please roll for the damage.
It's not bad.
It's pretty solid. Slashing again.
Yes, please.
Okay, 18 slashing damage to the old bones. The old bones cannot parry Ember because Ember does not wield a weapon. So no damage reduction takes place.
I see. So that's how you're going to play this game, is it? Well, have a look at this then.
And he uses his reactionary action. And for a moment, Rune, you see the facade drop a little.
Mm-hmm.
You see his silly little attitude and his funny little voice just drop for a second. Now then. And then suddenly he lunges forwards at light speed.
No.
Definitely a hit.
I was really proud of myself for coming up with that, Benjamin. Why are you punishing me?
Because I hate you.
Thanks.
Okay, he stabs...
After what I did to help you earlier this week.
He stabs Rune very quickly 3 times with blinding blows for a total of 21 slashing damage.
Ow!
And then with his second turn, he goes back into his defensive posture.
Okay.
Okay. You'll be fine, Rune, don't worry. We'll move very quickly on to Val, who is having a time. Where is Val? Hold on. Okay. What will you... No, sorry, it's Echo first, isn't it? What will Echo do?
Gross. Yes.
I mean...
Miss. Manifesting a miss.
Manifesting a miss. It is very dark. And unfortunately Echo's vision is not very good on account of not having eyes. But he's going to have a go anyway. Echo lunges forwards, but because Val has not spoken recently, and he's not managed to fool her with his voice, the attack is a miss. Val dodges out of the way and he crashes into the counter, slamming his head into the wall. Leaking dust, savagely looking around. No face, but a mouthful of grinning teeth. Valerie, what will you and Vala do?
I want to end his life, please.
You can certainly try.
Alrighty. Oops.
Oh. Okay. Do you want to do Val's weapon as well? Is Val a dual striking, I assume?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, devastating, Valerie.
No! No!
No, it's a hit. I was just trying to see if the
Oh.
light-emitting axe that Vala has would give you the extra accuracy you needed to crit, but you don't.
Bad.
That is still, though, a pretty solid 32 battering damage. You do take 8 bleed damage. As a point, you're now down to 8 sanity. What would you like Vala to do?
I'm trying. I'm gonna kill him now, I promise. Yes. We're gonna kill him.
I have every faith.
Okay. Okay, so light emitting means that you don't suffer any accuracy penalties from how dark it is, which is good. Target is leaking dust, so you get a +2 accuracy bonus anyway, so that's fine. Is the axe naturally 6d6 or is it 5d6? Oh, the axe is 5d6, okay.
Axe is a 5d6 by default, mine is just cracked.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, are you dual striking this as well, Val?
Yeah. 14.
Okay. 38 slashing damage to Echo. Vala lifts her axe and gives a roar and cleaves Echo in 2. The creature collapses into dust.
Well, that wasn't so bad, was it?
I guess not. Just... Are you alright? You aren't looking too good, like, dying-wise.
Fine. You know, I've died once before. It's really nothing.
Let's hope so. Right, we'll leave it there for now. I think we just need to rest up for a second. But Vala does give you a nod.
Nothing better comes out of the walls.
And would you be able to roll 2d8 for your chain scythe battery?
Yes. Flaming chain scythe.
Sorry, the flaming chain scythe. Loses another 14% on its second attack. Wow, battery usage is high today.
If only I got that magical electric double charger or whatever. But no, it was a trick.
Yeah, I don't know if they're real, to be honest. Oh, well, anyway.
What do you mean you don't know if you're real? It's your game.
I'm voicing Vala. I know they're not real. Okay, cool. Right, that's all the fighting. So... Well, it would be Val's turn again, so hold on a sec. Let's bring the chill back. Valerie, it's your turn. What will you do?
Power nap.
So fair.
Yes.
Roll for lucidity. I'll restore your HP.
A healthy 15. Could have been more, but what can you do?
Yep, that works. Okay, what will you and Vala do then?
Can Valor also power nap?
Yep, I'll put it back up to full.
Yippee!
You'll have to roll for her lucidity as well.
Is this room thing? Oh yeah, sorry. Come on.
She's sleepy.
She's sleepy. It's okay. Be as a treat.
But Val can still do something.
Has this room been 100% completely searched?
I think so, but I'll double check for you. No, actually. I think this is the third time I've been in this room, but there's still things to find.
Oh! Okay, well, I'm gonna find it all. Yes.
Do it.
Focus. Leave.
Okay.
19.
Didn't even need the solo bonus, although you did have it. You find a cushion. And an anime waifu game.
Oh my god.
I knew it! I wasn't stereotyping!
Sobbing. So yeah, you can put those in your inventory. Okay, happy with that?
I'm so curious what the stats or what the traits are for this. I'm a little scared.
It's about what you'd expect. I do believe it's a new trait, though, one we've never seen before in this campaign. Okay, happy with that?
Alright. Yeah.
Okay. Let's move ourselves over to Wren then. Okay.
I finally get to move into this fucking room.
Wren, you are still hidden for the time being, but you'll have to take a movement action quick or roll to hide again. Okay. You stride into one of the rooms that would normally connect to your landing, and the door ahead is normally what leads into the balcony that you saw in Todd's parents' bedroom. Seems like the dreamers moved some things around, but you do at least vaguely recognise this room. You don't quite recognise all the burn marks across the floor, though. And if I double check, okay, what will you do in this new room?
I'm gonna search it.
Okay. Do you want Skittles to search as well, or do you want him to search and you appraise?
Both search, I guess.
Okay, roll for focus.
You have to roll it twice.
Yes, please.
23 and 17.
Yep, easy. You find some gunpowder
Ooh, okay.
and a houseplant.
What the? I'm putting that in safe space storage. I don't want any more house.
Okay, I'll add it to safe space storage.
Actually, never mind. Can you put the flat screen TV in safe space storage? I need that houseplant.
Okay, yes.
If I want to leave this room, I might need to throw another houseplant.
That is true. Skittles finds the gunpowder and the radio. Yeah, 2 gunpowders.
Okay, I need to put more stuff in safe space storage. I put dirty laundry.
I forgot you even had that.
Yeah. What else do I not need? I don't need sports trainers. I'll put that in safe space storage.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be good now.
Cool. Well, there you go.
Yeah, man.
The room has been explored. Am I correct in thinking everybody else is still in combat on the other floor?
Yeah.
Potentially not for much longer. We'll see how it goes. So
I am attempting to drastically shorten this old man's lifespan.
Okay, let's roll back on with combat then. So okay, Hedda, you are unchilled, which means you and Skadi can go first. What will you do to this poor old man leaking dust all over your floor?
I had a question from last turn that I
Oh, go on.
didn't quite get to track in time. If Skadi power naps, does that affect both of us?
No, you power nap separately.
No.
Yeah, it's not that broken, just mostly.
I'm going to start by power napping.
Okay, roll for lucidity.
A 10.
And you
It's not gonna do
regain
it, is it?
25 sanity. That is not going to do it.
Honk shoe.
You've lost your turn. Big old honk shoe for Hedda.
It's okay. Skadi's got that turn.
Indeed.
Can Skadi... Can I have... Before I try to go to sleep, order Skadi to power nap and bite again?
That is absolutely fine. So Skadi regains...
Like, Skadi, same again.
What's that? 17 sanity. Yep. Okay, yeah, roll for Skadi.
Rolled 11. And damage is 20.
That's a hit.
Much better use of 5d4.
Nice.
So yeah, even through the snowstorm,
It's
that
gonna be
hits.
fire damage.
Okay, that is 24 fire damage to Yuki Gigi, thanks to the snowstorm's damage reduction. Yuki Gigi will strike back.
The damage reduction reply before for weakness?
Yes. I suppose that's a bit mean, isn't it?
Ah,
Hold on.
no, it's fine. It's your game.
I know, it's all good. So that'd be... Okay, you get your extra 2 damage. There you go. You fiend.
I mean, consider, we know Isaac is building towards a damage reduction build. Do you want to give him that?
That's a fair point. Okay, and then...
I'll get there eventually.
Oh, I do know what I want.
Isaac, I'm only potentially slightly weakening your build because I know you won't need it.
Okay.
That's alright. I'll leave. It's alright.
Okay, Yuki Gigi is gonna click his fingers and ice is launched over towards Skadi.
That's quite rude.
Definitely a hit. Look at that. Skadi is inflicted with frozen. Skadi is literally completely frozen in place. And then that was Yukijiji's reactionary action. So on his turn, is there a frozen combatant in the room? Yes, there is. Yukijiji picks up Skadi and throws him at Hedda.
Oh god.
Let's.
How dare you throw my dog at me?
He misses. Skadi crashes somewhere else in the
Scotty's a
hall.
good boy.
And regardless of whether it hits or misses, the ice smashes and Skadi is freed from frozen. Yukijiji just sort of tilts his head. Oh, that wasn't supposed to go like that. Oh dear, oh dear. And promptly shits himself, probably.
If you just lie down now, I can finish you quickly.
Strong. Okay, James, you take your 15 poison damage, and then it is
Yes.
your turn. You get your 4d4 from Voila.
I do indeed. I found the part of the guide stuff. That's what I'm getting damage reduction from. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, you take -1 damage from everything now, don't you?
Relationship level +1, so I take -2 damage from everything.
Ah. I've been forgetting to account for that. I'm so sorry, James.
That's all right. So is it 14 poison damage actually?
Yes, I guess it would be.
Sweet.
But yeah, okay. Roll your healing.
I'll have a hit point back then. Yes. 4d4 healing damage.
44
That's not
healing
how we roll
damage.
4d4.
You'll live. And what would you like to do with your turn?
We're gonna keep doing what we're doing.
Okay.
The damage reduction that I get from my Ilias Bond as well. An increase to damage dealt as well, so I've got +2 damage on everything now.
Yeah, solid. Go for it. +2 accuracy, +2 damage, -2 fucking damage. Boy, James is certainly something.
Do I want Voila to attack as well? Okay, looking for 8s. That's more than 8.
That'll do. Okay, so is that 22 total? 22 battering?
24 because of my bond.
Ah, yes, of course. Battering, yep, that's fine. 24 battering damage to Pendle. Pendle begins to leak dust.
I think the reason this is coming online now is that, like, me and Voila have been, like, alone for, like, most of this floor and from the start, and this is us, like, properly learning to work together in the absence of others.
Yeah, it's very solid to see. Pendle gets a reactionary action and immediately, like, grips her chest.
Ah, I need more magical power. Come, Grimalkin, show them the real meaning of fear.
What?
You hear a meow behind you as Pendle's familiar steps into the room, a shadowy black cat called Grimalkin.
My god.
Oh my god, Pendle's a dreamer.
Oh, and he rolled amazingly for his initiative. Excellent.
Okay. Is Grimalkin gonna kill me?
That's a good question, isn't it? That is the end of the turn, though, so we'll find out later. Oh no, sorry, Pendle gets a turn. Using her last brew,
You don't have to.
Pendle is going to consume her final brew herself. And she restores 37 sanity.
Oh.
It's not over yet.
Okay, phase 2, let's go.
Okay. Rune, meanwhile, you're fighting the old bones still.
Indeed. I would like to try and hit him, please.
Okay. Roll for damage. What's the light level in this room? Ah, -1.
I don't know.
It was nearly a crit. Very cool, Rune. Okay.
Thank you.
The old bones did use a regular attack last turn, so he doesn't take the extra 7 damage, but he does take 12 slashing damage. And
Oh.
okay, what will Ember do?
Flashing again, please.
Okay, roll for damage. Yep, that hits. 18 slashing damage. The old bones begins to leak dust.
Yay!
We gotta save him.
The old bones.
You're starting to look like you belong in a. You're starting to look like you belong in a critch, my dude. You're getting a bit dusty.
I see your little punny jape there, but actually I'm leaking dust because I am dying.
I know.
We gotta save this
I ran into Mr. Silly Goofy earlier. I'm still in that mindset. I'm sorry.
Mr. Silly Goofy, a good friend of mine, although he never wishes to duel. That is probably because he is weak.
Maybe he prefers to duel with words.
I had not considered a duel of words. I've always considered a duel of swords. Have at you!
And the old bones is going to attack again. This guy's so fucking stupid. He does.
I couldn't not let you voice this man.
He does 6 slashing damage to Rune. And that's
fine.
Yeah, with his second turn, he will prepare to strike out once more. His next attack will be more accurate. Crucially, though, he is not currently guarding.
Okay.
Okay, exciting. So let's check in on our guys on the 3rd floor. Wren.
Hello.
Okay. You're in the room, Wren. What will you do?
Good question. There's one more room I can go to, or I can go back. I'm not really sure. There's nothing in here, unless I've already searched everything.
Everything in the room has
First of
indeed
all.
been searched.
Exactly. Okay. Check out the bathroom. What's in here?
Okay. Step into the ensuite.
Very tiny. Like shoving skills into the shower.
I'm in the shower. I'm wet.
Yeah, you are. Is this like the first shower you've ever had, or what?
I don't know. It depends whether you consider me a part of yourself that's physical or a part of yourself that's mental. Because, like, you know, if I'm your left arm, then I have showered.
Actually, that doesn't change the answer.
Good point.
What would you like to do in the
Well,
ensuite, Wren?
This is technically your first proper shower, then.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like I'm gonna get soaked.
Yes. Right. Search. Let's search while we're in here.
Okay, roll for focus.
Too much beer in my inventory.
I know that feel.
Do you want Skittles to search as well?
Yeah, what up? Skittles can search the shower. 25.
Okay. Skittles finds...
Familiar with your shower searching game.
Skittles finds shampoo and toothbrush.
Okay, they can go into the safe space storage.
Okay. And you find mouthwash and toilet roll.
It can also go to safe space storage.
Okay. You also notice that, like the other rooms, this room is intensely hot, and it's because there's another radiator turned all the way up to 5.
I'm turning that shit off. Get off. Get off.
Okay. Radiator has been turned off. You hear a banging, and as you peer out of the ensuite, you can see what appears to be an attic entrance above the balcony access, which is now shaking violently as somebody punches it.
Who's keeping it cool down there? I need it warm up here!
Freaky guy.
Set the attic on fire.
Will, just watch me. With all my gunpowder. Don't ask me how that works, I don't know.
Okay, happy with that?
It's not our job to figure out how things work, it's Benjamin's.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, true.
Okay. That's your turn, Ren. So we'll move on to Valerie. Okay.
B.
You've had a monster encounter, but you've survived it? What now?
We're just moving on. I don't think we've been down the stairs yet. I want to go down the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You head down the stairway.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
Is that to Val?
That was for Valor.
Yeah?
Asking if she. It's kind of. I don't know. I don't know what you would think, but do you think if I used you as bait, we could move the thing that's in that one room so I can go up the stairs? You think that would work?
Right, Val. I don't know what you think familiars are, but I'm not like some sort of like personal suicide servant.
No, you're not gonna die.
I'm not gonna live, am I, if you feed me to that thing?
No, you're not gonna be feeded. You're just gonna, stand there, and he's gonna come at you, and then I go up the stairs, and at some point you follow me.
Why shouldn't you stand there and I go up the stairs?
Because I'm the dreamer.
Oh, so you think you're inherently more valuable because you're the dreamer. I'm still a piece of you.
Well, yeah, there are many pieces of me, so I'm sure if you died, I could get another one.
That's not how that... That's not how any of that works.
I contain multitudes, Valor.
Oh, you contain multitudes, do you? We'll see how you do if I leave you to yourself.
Leave me.
Of course I can. I don't have to follow your orders.
Yes, you do. You're my familiar. You're a piece of me, so you have to follow me.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I'm a part of you. And like any part of you, I don't always have to agree with the whole. That's what makes me a different part of you and not just you.
So that's a no, then. I'm being used as bait.
That is definitely a no.
I'll come around. Is there anything to find on the stairs?
I think it's been fully searched.
Alrighty. Then I want to No. Okay, yeah. I want to appraise things.
What would you?
Thing, I guess.
What would you like to appraise?
I want to know what this anime waifu game has.
Oh
I
god.
forgot you had that for a second. Okay.
I'm curious.
Roll imagination.
Oof, 9.
Is appraisal subject to the solo bonus? It is. Thankfully, with the +6 and the solo bonus, that does just about pass. Okay, the weapon may have other traits on lower floors, but for now it comes with this.
Love's touch. Weapon is imbued with the wielder's powerful desires. If the accuracy roll is 11 or higher, the wielder inflicts love lorn on themselves and the target. If the accuracy roll is 14 or higher, the wielder inflicts love lorn on the target.
Okay, the Lovelorn...
Can I ask what love lorn does?
I was just about to explain. Lovelorn combatants are struck with attraction to a particular combatant. They are incapable of attacking that combatant, and that combatant's attacks towards this combatant are always guaranteed to hit, regardless of accuracy rolls.
Interesting.
So yeah, if you get a monster to fall in love with
Take
you...
a shot every time Benjamin says combatant.
Love the word combatant. So yeah, if you convince a monster to fall in love with you, it can't attack you, and you can always attack it.
Yeah.
Okay, happy with that, Val?
Yeah.
In that case, we'll move back to combat. Maybe we'll even, like, finish combat at some point.
You never know.
That is the dream. Okay.
I'm trying, to be fair. I'm using the highest DPR weapon.
Yeah, everyone is trying. I can't really argue with that. Hedda, it's your turn.
Okay, let's try that finishing combat thing. That sounds fun. I'll have Skadi go first.
Okay.
So, a little bite. Yeah, that's 18 fire damage.
Yep. The snowstorm has just run out this turn as well. So Skadi lunges forwards as if coming out of the snowstorm as it dissipates and strikes Yukijiji for 27 fire damage, which finishes him off.
Oh, yeah.
He collapses into a pile of
Nice.
dust. Hedda,
Yeah.
you obtain the snowball from Yukijiji.
Do I have room for that in my inventory? No is the answer. I'm going to send the drinking glass back to safe space storage.
Okay.
I'll take the snow globe.
Snowball, not snowball.
Snowball. Do I still have a turn because I didn't act in combat? Or...
No.
That's fair.
But you will get to have a turn next.
Me and the dog will go sit over here.
Okay. Moving on to, is it James next? Yes, it is. So James, you take your 14
Alrighty.
poison damage. And then Grimalkin acts before either you or Pendle.
Ooh. This is either going to be a comedy bit or I'm about to die.
Grimalkin acts as Pendle's spirit guide, empowering her attacks and making them more accurate. Her dark magic attacks are particularly more accurate.
Okay.
And that is his turn. James, what will you do?
Well, first my healing curse. 11. And then... I'm going to do the rare solo power nap.
Ooh.
Now that it's 2 against 1. It's lucidity, right?
Yep, roll for lucidity and fully heal.
It's 14.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Well, let's see if Spirit Guide says, "Oh, she just healed. That's annoying." Well, it doesn't change the plan. I'm going to go for Pendle once again.
Okay.
Still hits.
Yeah, that's still a hit, and that is a fucking shitload of damage, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a nicer roll. That's pretty good.
That is very solid. So
it's actually 35.
Okay, yep, 35 battering damage to Pendle. Okay, yep.
I bet that would have killed her if she hadn't healed.
Pendle gets a reactionary action and decides to create some more brews as she is all out. She gets 3 brews this time. And then it is Pendle's turn. And well, my dark magic is more accurate now, so yeah, let's do a little bit of that. Pendle creates a furiously raging twister of shadows in the middle of the room. Thank God, that does still hit. Okay, you and Grimalkin both suffer 6 darkness damage.
4 for me.
And 3 for Grimalkin because he resists it as well.
Okay.
Okay, yep, so you're pulled into the middle of the room and inflicted with the damage, and you've both been inflicted with unsteady. So you're less likely to hit for next turn, and Pendle is more likely to hit you. Okay, happy with that? I mean, you know, for a given definition of happy.
I'm still alive. I'm all good.
Okay, Rune, your turn. The old bones is leaking dust, but he's not down for the count yet.
Hello. And he's not prepared to parry, so I'm gonna hit him.
Okay, roll for damage.
I don't think that hits.
No, let me just double check. No, sorry.
That's okay. I did roll 6 on my accuracy. That wasn't great.
The old bones darts out of the way. Ha ha!
I see you are light on your feet, what little you have left of them.
Indeed, these are my little walking feet. I use them to walk and duel.
Are you trying to insult me?
The old bones pauses for a moment and then looks down at the wheelchair as if seeing it for the first time.
No!
This guy's so fucking stupid. What will Ember do?
Well, that's okay then. And so Ember is going to slash at him again. These are my little walking feet.
Okay, that does hit, thankfully. So that's 14
Yay.
slashing damage to the old bones. The old bones gets a reactionary action and attempts to dart forwards. Yeah, we'll do.
He's doing a lot of darting.
He loves darting. Ooh!
Oh no.
The nat
I
2!
like the sound of that. Oh,
Even with his accuracy bonus, he fumbles and falls. He trips on the side of the rug.
Ouch! That was not what I intended to do.
I'm almost picturing, like in cartoons where they just kind of collapse into like a pile of unassembled bones, and then he has to reassemble himself.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, because that was a nat 2, he is going to spend his first of 2 turns rebuilding himself.
Hell yeah.
And then he will spend his other turn lifting his blade, preparing to strike accurately again, as if to make up for the embarrassment of the previous turn. Okay, and that will be combat.
What a silly little man.
He's just a little guy.
Benjamin, do we want to look at a break soon? Just think of the time.
Yes, that's a fair point, actually. I was hoping to finish this up, but it is going to be a while. Okay, we'll leave it there because it is the start of a turn, and should we break until 20 past? Is that alright?
Works for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, see you all shortly.
See you
See
in
you
a bit.
shortly.
Obligatory, are you actually recording?
I am actually
Okay.
recording. Okay, cool. Welcome back after the break. We start up with Hedda. You're out of combat. It's still very chilly thanks to the lingering effect of the snowstorm, but otherwise you are safe and well.
So I'm going to start off by appraising the snowball I just got, if I can.
Okay. Roll for imagination.
It is a 17.
That'll do. It may have other traits on lower floors, but for now it comes with this.
It's frosty. The weapon is a view device, and the wielder can choose for attacks to inflict ice damage. And then the all-important question. From where I am, can I see Mr. Silly Goofy?
Hilariously enough, because of the countertop and because of how fucking short he is, you can't.
Great. But I remain below max fear. Skadi, such a rule.
I believe this room has been fully searched, but I'll double check for you. It has.
Good dog. I don't have anything I'd like to do this turn, unless I can move.
You can take a movement action. You've not done so yet.
Let's go into this room for no particular reason.
Okay. You enter a completely unsuspicious room. That you...
So the real comedy skit. What does SG look like? And can I just circle this countertop in time with Silly Goofy?
SG is the bird skeleton you encountered on your first visit here. That does not move,
Oh,
but
I hate that guy.
yeah, he sucks. He's currently sat on a bookshelf looking at you.
Can I close the door?
We'll say yes.
Great. Door closed.
You shut the door.
I'm sure this will not have any negative consequences.
Of course not. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mr. Silly Goofy circles around there. Do not see him. Cool, I think that's everything for you right now, Hedda, so we'll move on to Wren.
Excuse me.
Okay, Wren. You're in the ensuite. It seems
Yes, I am.
like whoever is currently up in the attic space does not like the radiators being turned off.
Well, they can shut up.
Confident, I like it. What would you like to do?
Go beat up this guy in the attic. I'm joking. I mean, I can't really go anywhere else. I don't know why this bouncer guy was so, like, trying to protect this place, because there's nothing in it. Well, I'm just gonna have to go back. There's so many dead ends.
Skittles taps you on the shoulder.
We could try something a bit sillier if you want.
Okay. What do you have for me?
You remember we talked about waking up and we used it to move up to the next floor?
Yes, you definitely told me about that, and I definitely remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, we could do that. Because now that there's safe spaces on that floor, it's much safer to go up there, and might be able to rejoin with some of the others, or you can just fall back asleep and end up back in your room safe space. Either way, we get past this without any trouble.
Do that, because my only other option is working with Valerie, and I don't really want to do that.
Hooray! The first sensible suggestion I've ever made!
Okay, would you like to wake up?
Yes, I would.
Please click the wake up button.
I could
Skittles consent and if a clown is in danger.
gotta go get that clown.
Oh, excellent. I was worried about this. The wake up button, I wasn't sure whether it would be visible on the screen or not, but it is not. So even the viewers do not know if you really successfully wake up.
Oh, amazing.
Anyway, you successfully wake up.
Yay!
Definitely.
The worst button I've ever made in my life.
I love that fucking button.
Why do I let you have that?
Okay.
If anyone confused, Benjamin gets to see the actual result of the roll.
Not a single other person does. Okay. Wren, you successfully wake up. You're not quite sure where this is, but based on the plush and the wheelchair and the frame, you're pretty sure you're in Rune's bedroom. Okay.
Teleporting all over the place.
I believe that is your turn. You happy with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. In which case, we'll move on to Valerie. Okay, Valerie, you're on your way down the stairs. What would you like to do?
Go into the next room.
Okay. You reach the bottom of the stairs, just at the same time as Todd is stepping out of his room. Hey.
Hello.
I was just making a new weapon and, just gonna go out on the hunt for some monsters,
Mm-hmm. Well, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know what happens if you die, but
Oh,
I don't know.
wait, Captain Cost, can I die? Absolutely, it's possible, but it's not going to happen under my watch, you hear me? We're going to be absolutely fine. Now then, move out, take that weapon with you, if that really is a weapon. And as you step out, you see Todd lift out his gun. He's got a pistol, and you don't know what the fuck he's dreamcrafted it with, but it's got RGB lighting down the sides.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Todd's like 4 parallel universes ahead of us.
Okay, Todd spots a monster in the darkness, and he's going to prepare to initiate combat. Unfortunately, Val, as you're in the room, this also means you'll be forced to join combat.
Dang it. Gonna sneak off to another room.
I mean, you can roll to flee next turn, don't worry. As Todd prepares his shot, perhaps you have a chance to warn him off from doing that, just while you leave.
Part of me kind of wants to watch this. If I watch this, then I'm gonna get caught. What is it? What is the monster?
You make a focus check.
Okay.
Okay, what you can see in the darkness appears to be some kind of hunched over figure wearing a gas mask on his face and wielding a massive flamethrower.
Alright. Does he look like he can talk?
He doesn't appear to be talking.
In that case... Fine, I'll join combat.
Okay. In that case, Todd will initiate.
Okay, let's see what this thing can do.
Todd fires the energy pistol AZ and misses.
Oh
my god.
It was a fucking amazing roll as well. But I'm pretty sure, is this -1?
Todd.
Yeah, that's -1. Todd misses, so I guess combat isn't initiated? I don't remember what happens in these rules. The Chard just sort of wanders off into a nearby room and starts sitting in front of the TV with Fordsy.
Okay.
No!
So it turns out guns are slightly harder to use when you have to actually hold and fire them instead of just using a controller. Yeah, I could have told you that, kid. Oh, good heavens. Starting from the very bottom with you, aren't I?
Okay.
Anyways, good luck.
Thanks, I guess. We'll catch up with you later, Val. I believe that's all the turns, so let's get back to Rune and James, who are trapped. Is that the right word to describe the combat you're in? Trapped in combat?
Is it trapped if you're winning?
That's a fair point. Okay. So let's get on with combat. James first. You take 14 poison damage as per. And then it is Grimalkin's turn.
Indeed.
So Grimalkin is going to... Yeah. Grimalkin's eyes sort of look over at James, and then he tilts his head.
Wow.
He lets out a mournful little meow and then slashes forwards.
Okay.
He seems to be aiming for something very specific, but you can't tell what. He misses.
Okay.
He lands
That
on the
sounds
table
fortunate.
and misses his blow. That is definitely very fortunate. You don't even know how fortunate. Okay. James, it's your turn. You are unsteady and poisoned, but you do heal from Voila.
Yes. What is the specificity on the unsteady debuff?
Anything you attack...
That's not how we roll d4s.
Oh, it's not. Unsteady, you suffer a -3 accuracy penalty on all attacks. Anything attacking you has a +3 accuracy penalty.
Accuracy bonus, I assume you meant to say that.
Sorry, yeah, accuracy bonus.
Okay. we'll power nap. Just because my healing is not keeping up quite as much. A 15 on lucidity. 14 succeeded last time, so I'm assuming I'm good.
Yep, that's fine. So you're back up to full now, and you can still take a turn.
This cat is freaking me out, but it's like I look at Grimalkin and I'm just like, I don't want to hurt a cat. So I'm just going to continue swinging at Pendle and hope for a good roll. So we're back to normal numbers. So I'm looking for an 11.
Yeah, 11 hits
on the display here. Cool. That's a 13.
That'll do, and that's some beefy damage.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, you slam your axe into Pendle for 32 battering damage. She's knocked back.
34 with my...
34, you're so right. She's knocked back and begins to leak dust.
Not quite. Not quite.
So I'm close then.
What's she gonna do? Oh, I do want to do that, but I do want to do... Oh...
The bane of enemies with multiple attacks.
Yeah.
It's all too cool.
I think I can hit with this, actually. While you're unsteady is probably the best time to do it.
That coat of yours is proving to be quite annoying.
Pendle launches a curse towards Voila. Oh, that's a hit.
Don't.
Voila is struck with the curse of the toad and has turned into a toad.
Oh my god.
This means that he currently has the small attribute and cannot use weapons or arts.
That's fine. Voila, can you hear me?
The toad just ribbits at you.
Okay. Very
The ribbit sounds oddly French.
Yeah.
Ribbit, ribbit!
Like Italian. Okay, we're good. Right, let's end this. Just two-handy axe.
Okay. Seeing as Valar is currently off, do you want to have him attack? Technically, he doesn't use a weapon or arts.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have him attack. If I can still wear him by, like, having him on my shoulder.
You cannot.
Cute, but if that... Okay, he is a frog. This makes sense.
That is why Pendle has done this.
Cool. Yeah, he will go for Pendle then.
Ribbit! Ribbit! Slashing or light?
And, let's see what light damage does.
Okay. 18 light damage to Pendle.
Heather, is this how you felt on our old game? I have, like, no frame of reference for what Voila can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least you kind of still have Voila nearby.
Pendle, as she is struck by Voila, grabs her broomstick and swings it around to bash him. Oh, sorry, it wouldn't have been 18, would it? It would have been 14.
Oh, because he's small.
Yeah, small does less damage, I forgot.
Yeah.
So Pendle gets an accuracy bonus against a small monster. And... no, sorry, accuracy penalty against a small monster, but she does still hit.
Damn.
She swings her broomstick, it just barely clips Voila as he jumps away for 3 battering damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then it is Pendle's turn. And...
Thriving.
She's going to
Thriving.
chuck another brew at James. Oh wait, I don't need to roll accuracy for that. Oh, I just wasted a really good accuracy roll as well.
Oh.
Okay, it releases a strange gas, which inflicts you with paranoid, James.
Okay. Remind me what that does?
It prevents you being targeted by ally effects, which would be like Volar's healing or anything else.
Okay, understood.
But I guess presently it doesn't actually do that much. She could have just done that instead of the toad thing. But the toad thing is funny, so, we're going with it.
It's quite funny, to be fair.
Okay, we'll catch up with you guys next time. Sorry, go on.
If he'd not riveted flamboyantly, I would have put my fear to 7. for being alone again.
That's so fair. Okay, Rune. Meanwhile, you're locked in combat with the old bones, but he's not looking good. I don't believe he's got any...
Hold on. I am writing this beautiful quote from my book. Yes, sorry, continue.
Yeah, you're in combat with the old bones. You go first. He's not got any defenses prepped at the moment.
Black.
Yeah, that works. And as the old bones fucking fell over and had to rebuild himself, he didn't attack last turn. So you do +7 damage for a total of 24. You strike the old bones for 24 slashing damage, and the old bones gives a little and then stabs forward himself. Again, however, he misses. He went for a very skillful, twin strike forward to try and hit you 3 times in a row like he did before, but doesn't quite pull it off this time. You were ready for it. So he stumbles forwards. What will Ember do?
Flashing, please. Maybe not. That's
Wow.
a very definite miss. That was a 3.
That is the saddest fucking roll I've ever seen. Okay, Ember
You rolled a
misses.
2 earlier. You can't talk.
Ha-ha!
There is no sadder roll than a 2.
I have told you, the rug is slippery. That's why I fell over.
I'm not anywhere near the rug. You do understand this, yes?
Well, the floor is slippery.
It's a carpet. You see Ember, slowly losing faith in himself and society. And while Ember is distracted, the Old Bones is going to stab him. That's a hit. Well done, Old Bones. He does 8 slashing damage to Ember.
Ha-ha! Right in the dragon's heart.
That's my wing, but, good try.
We have to save this man.
No.
Okay.
You said it's a duel till death. You want me to die.
One of you does need to die.
Just,
Okay.
nearly kill him. He could be convinced.
I should have done the monster turn before combat. I forgot. Mr. Silly Goofy comes running around the table.
Oh my god.
Let me just bring up Hedda. We'll need Hedda for this one.
Hello!
I'm going to freeze and set my fear to... It can't go to 13, so I'll put it on 10.
Hedda hits max fear from seeing this clown.
Would you like to hear a
I'm
joke?
sweating with fear. I just about to just shake my head. Skadi hopefully starts growling.
Okay, here we go. My friend keeps telling me to cheer up. He says it could be a lot worse. I could be trapped inside an underground hole filled with water. I know he means well.
I'm going to roll 2d20, and if I get a 2, I'm stabbing him. Not 2D, I meant 2d10.
Oh.
I was going to say, that's 2
Okay.
2s.
Okay, do you laugh, Hedda?
I don't think so. I think I'm genuinely quite terrified at this moment.
Oh no.
Mr. Silly Goofy
It's
pauses for a
over
moment.
Mr. Silly Goofy.
You sure you don't want to laugh? Was that not funny?
I'm clutching my whip.
Oh. That wasn't funny. Oh.
Hedda,
Please leave me alone.
you hadn't seen it before. But right behind Mr. Silly Goofy, as if it had been there all this time, but perhaps it hadn't, you can see a large, hollow-eyed shadow figure with enormous claws standing right behind him. You face Mr. Unfunny.
Oh God.
Roll for initiative, Hedda.
Oh no. 13.
Okay. Excellent. We'll catch up with you in the combat turn, Hedda. Hope you're excited.
No, I'm not really.
Okay, who's next in the regular turn? Wren. Wait, no, I've just moved to the third floor, but Wren is not there anymore. Wren! You're somewhere on the second floor. It's very cold, but that's all you've got at the moment. What would you like to do?
I feel like Rune would have searched their own room enough. I feel like this. Is this empty? Is this room empty? There's so much stuff.
There is still something to find here.
Oh, okay. I'll search them.
Okay, roll imagination.
Yeah. Imagination.
Oh no, sorry, focus. What am I talking about?
Confuses me.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, still works with the solo bonus. You find the final item in this room, a laptop.
Okay, that can go to safe space storage.
Okay.
Already got game controllers and other things, and another laptop. I've already got a laptop. I don't need another laptop.
Would you like to move?
Yes, I'm leaving this room. There's too many laptops in it.
Okay. Strong. Okay, I believe that's your turn.
Yep.
Cool. We'll catch up with you in just a little bit then. In the meantime, we'll move on to poor Valerie. I say poor Valerie, I've actually forgotten what she's doing at the moment. Is Valerie actually not...
Wait, I want to talk to Todd.
Oh, yes, you were talking to Todd. Arguably, that is bad. Okay, you could talk to Todd. What do you say?
Hey, Todd, would you actually like to help me out with something?
Sure. What do you need?
Can't do it by myself. So I was hoping, help me.
Okay, but like, what is the thing that I actually have to do?
Follow me.
Well, sure.
Hold on.
Okay. Todd, despite his better judgment, decides to follow you. I love that Valor is like, you can't use me as a like disposable meat shield. And Val is like, oh, you know who is though?
Okay, anyways, we're in here. Am I in full sanity or not?
No.
Okay. I power nap while I'm in here.
You can roll for lucidity. Yep, that does
24.
it. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yay! Have to pray something for fun. Let's appraise the RPG.
Okay.
I really forgot the multiple meanings of the word and thought Val was pulling out a rocket launcher and just going,
Yeah, I also thought that's what she meant. Roll for imagination, Val.
14.
Yeah, that'll do. It comes with this trait at the moment. May get
Okay.
others on lower floors.
Completionist. The weapon is imbued with the idea of completing or finishing things. The wielder always receives 2 objects where possible. The wielder always receives 2 objects where possible when searching a room. Cool.
So yeah, regardless of your success roll, you would get 2 items. Okay, happy with that, Val?
Yeah, yo.
Okay. In that case, I believe that is everybody. So let's get back to the murder zone. Okay, James.
yes,
You take your 14 poison damage.
yes.
And then it is Grimalkin's turn. Grimalkin is going to use...
Sever soul.
Not quite, he tried that last turn. He's going to use his spirit shield.
Oh, fuck.
He empowers Pendle, giving her his resistances and immunities on top of her own.
Interesting.
James, it's your turn. You do not receive your healing because Volar is currently a fog.
Yes, he is. Okay, well, we will begin with a power nap.
Okay.
Now that I don't have my regeneration.
Roll for lucidity. Yep, that works.
20.
You can still take an action.
Well, Pendle is leaking dust, and this might give us information about Grimalkin's resistances as well, so I am just going to keep swinging on her.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
Sad roll, but I do hit.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
What do we get there? Ugh, I need one roll above a 3. Not ideal.
Okay, 11 battering damage to Pendle.
There we go. There it is.
Pendle gets a reactionary action. And yeah, she's going to use one of her dark magic spells again. Oh, you know... No, that does still hit. Okay. Thought Pendle was just going to be the most useless fucker in existence then. The tendrils are much more accurate this time and strike James for 11 darkness damage. James, make a lucidity save for me.
Will do. How we feel about a 20?
Yeah, that works. You shake off the tendrils. Volar still has not acted as well.
Volar is just going to try and take down Pendle. I feel like she's got to be nearly dead. And that's going to be light damage again.
Okay, that is 21 light damage. Pendle collapses into a pile of dust.
Okay.
At this, Grimalkin gives a meow of surprise and rolls a nat 20 to flee.
Okay.
He leaps over the table, sprints off into the darkness, and then just melts away into the shadows. As if he was never there.
To fight a cat.
On the plus side, your combat is now over.
Does the curse go away on Volar?
It does, yes. Now that combat is over, Volar is back to normal. Hello!
Okay. Welcome back. Good shot on Pendle there.
Thank you. I was a frog.
You were, and a magnificent one too. Should we,
Bellissima!
find where Rune's got to?
Absolutely. I heard fighting down south. We should go.
I heard challenging to a duel. I agree.
Okay, so we'll be able to move in pursuit of Rune next turn.
That's fine.
We've got some other combat matters to take care of, like Rune themselves. So let's... Okay, Rune, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Rune, are you on mute?
Apologies, I was muted. I was saying yes, I would like to hit him, but Roll20 was taking a minute to load. I have now pressed the button.
You have. You missed again.
Shit!
Would you like Amber to attack?
Yes, please.
What's the...
Oh my god.
Fuck!
You and Amber both miss the old bones as he darts backwards, falling over a pile of boxes in the meantime.
What's the light level in there?
-1.
-1.
Fuck.
Okay, it's the old bones' turn. He's stood upon the pile of boxes. He lifts his sword defensively, and then he lifts his sword again to prepare to strike accurately. It looks like he's about to leap from the top of the box onto Rune. This could be a dangerous attack coming up. Okay. And then we'll leave Rune and move on to our other bit of combat. Hedda, I'm sure you're delighted that you're in combat again. You face Mr. Unfunny.
What happened to Mr. Silly Goofy? Did he just disappear? Or...
He's...
He said this was like the shadow demon behind him.
Yeah, Mr. Unfunny, you can sort of see there are like shadowy tendrils that melt into the floor and become part of Mr. Silly Goofy's shadow.
I see.
So yeah, he is still there, don't worry.
Right.
There he is.
I see, cool.
What would you like to do?
Can familiars roll to reduce fear?
They can.
Skadi, lock in and kill this fucking thing.
Skadi lock in is a powerful statement. Okay.
So,
Is that 2 rolls? Because Skadi's would be an
I need
automatic.
to roll for Skadi. I asked and then did not. How much is Skadi's lower me by?
It'll be 1 for both. So if you take that as your roll, it would be -2 if you want.
I'd be on 8. Good lord. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
That shows the turn.
You both reduce your fear. In the meantime, Mr. Unfunny does not say anything. Oh, that's so funny, though. No, we'll do that later. Okay, Mr. Unfunny.
More later.
Nothing. Mr. Unfunny slashes
I'm
forwards
afraid.
violently. What's the light level in here? It's not. Well, no, it wouldn't be, would it? Okay, yeah, +1. Mr. Unfunny slashes forwards violently with his shadowy hands. And you're on, what, 8 fear? So that's 19 darkness damage to Hedda. Okay. And then that is everybody's turn in combat.
This is not going to do wonders for my fear of clowns.
I'm imagining Hedda, like, having not seen Skittles in a while, like, isn't 100% sure if this is him or not.
Yeah, because you stared at him last time.
Okay, right. Who's not in combat? It's Wren. Da-da-da-da. Okay, Wren. Not really much to do, but go forward. Do you want to search in this room or the next one, or do something else?
I'm just gonna leave. Kind of want to find people or get killed by a monster.
Okay.
Whatever happens first.
So fair.
This room is very dark.
It is. You step into the garage, it's nearly pitch black. The room has also been fully searched.
Can't really do anything else then.
Okay, no worries. So next up is Valerie. Just doing her own thing on the other floor. Like, Wren has made a
I want to know what's upstairs.
big mistake leaving her alone with Todd. Okay, Val, what do you do?
All right, we're progressing.
Okay, Todd and Captain Cost cautiously follow you.
Okay, so here's the plan.
Okay.
I just need you to enter the room and stand in a corner. Maybe a corner close to a door. Yeah, that's all.
Why?
Maybe, oh, and you know how your gun is all like light uppy and whatever?
Right.
Wave that around. And that way I won't lose you.
Right. Why am I doing this?
Because you're helping me. And you wouldn't pass up a chance to help a desperate young lady, wouldn't you?
I mean, are you gonna make it worth my while?
Yes.
You know, I'm thinking, like, sitting together at lunch is fine and that all, but, like, if somebody saw you, like, maybe lean your head on my shoulder, or, like, you know, maybe tap my face in a playful way, make it look like we got something going on, you know?
We'll see. That is...
You see Vala's
Good
full moon
suggestion.
face shift to an eclipse immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll discuss it later.
Oh, I'm so excited
I
for
say?
tomorrow now. Okay, right, I'll go in there. Are you absolutely sure about this? I'm not sure this is a, let's say, tactically authorized, plan. No, it'll be fine.
Trust
Like,
me, I'm an admiral.
yeah, Valerie has been in the dream a while. She probably knows how this kind of thing goes. Like, yeah. You know, we're gonna both bust in there, like, get our light-up weapons out. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fine, Captain Cost.
I'll be ready to bail you out if anything does go wrong. Just, if something does go south, that's a safe space over there. Make sure you head for it.
Right, yeah, I can do that.
Okay. They'll be prepared for the plan next time. And then, James, you're out of combat as well, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Okay, hold on a sec. There you are. What would you like to do?
So, these sounds of dueling that I can hear, I feel like they're coming from directly south or southeasterly?
Directly south.
Directly south.
Yeah, they were louder
Right.
when you stepped into the bathroom that you were in before. So you think following that
Okay,
route
right.
will guide you to Rune.
Cool. Well, I will gather voila about my shoulders, and I will stride downward.
Okay. Is that you're putting him back on?
Yep.
Okay.
How's this room doing for searching?
I don't believe it's been searched yet.
Sounds like that sounds spending my turn.
Okay. Roll for focus.
A humble 13, but I am by myself.
Yes, solo bonus. Oh yeah, easy. Okay, James, you find the shower gel and a heater.
Shower gel and heater. Right, hold on. Just seeing what I can get rid of. I will put some water in safe space storage.
Okay.
And some soap.
Cool.
In safe space storage as well.
Right.
If someone else happens to have the tab open, could they note down?
I've done it, don't worry.
Thank you. Sorry, my laptop might go insane if I try and open another tab.
Yeah, no worries, that's fine. Okay, I believe that was your turn as well.
I believe so.
So let's get back to the poor people who still haven't closed out this fight with the old bones. Oh, missing 2 attacks is genuinely devastating. Okay. So yes, Rune, it is your turn.
Oh, yippee. I wonder what's going to happen this time. I think I'm going to hit him. If roll 20 will let me. Please? Pretty please, dice gods? Yay,
Yep, there we
that's
go.
better.
The old bones
Yeah.
didn't attack last turn, so 18 plus 7, which is a total of 25 slashing damage to the old bones. He gives a gasp of surprise
Hell yeah.
and collapses into dust.
Ah, you got me! Well, at least I still have my head.
And then his head also fades away.
Oh.
Rune,
Wow,
you acquire
sad.
the bone.
Which one?
One of the tarsals.
That's one of the ones in your hand, right?
You
Yes,
you
arm
could
bone.
have said the funny bone.
Oh.
Sorry, I was thinking of answering genuinely. Okay, well done, Rune. We'll catch up with you after combat. Speaking of, Hedda, what do?
Murder clown. Same as last turn.
Okay, you both reducing fear.
Actually, no. Skadi can reduce fear.
You'll still be at that 7 threshold, though.
Right, so yes, both of us will try resist fear. A success from me and also success from Skadi, and we're going to move to behind the table, just backing away from a clown shadow.
Okay.
Mechanically, it will do nothing, but it makes me feel better.
Yeah. Mr. Unfunny calls shadows forth. Yeah, that's a hit. So, shadows appear underneath both you and Skadi, which drag you down painfully, dealing 5 plus the 6 from fear, 11 damage to both of you. Darkness damage, I believe that is. Or wait, no, is it? Yeah, darkness damage. Okay, and then that is the turn. You've been a good sport, Hedda. Sorry you're having such a terrible time.
Okay.
Okay. Wren, it's your turn.
Okay. Some sort of living room, kitchen.
Yeah, you step into what appears to be some kind of living room space, something like that. You can see a big bay window to your south, but you can see nothing but rolling fog past the panes. You can also see a lot of cardboard boxes. Looks like somebody might be moving. And further ahead, you can see what looks like might be some kind of patio, although currently the glass is unbroken and you cannot enter.
Just gonna jump through a window.
As you head further into the room, you can also see to your left a path that goes to some other living room looking thing. And you can see some sort of strange angel floating in there.
Creatures everywhere, I guess. Okay. Has this room been fully searched?
Not entirely.
Okay, I would like to search it.
Okay, roll for focus. Okay, you find the cushion and a cardboard box.
Okay, that could just go into next space storage. I do not need either of those.
So fair. Okay. Anything else?
I mean, there's not much else I can do unless this angel thing stares at me.
That's true. Currently she's not staring at you. She is engaging in conversation.
Oh, can I hear what she's engaging in conversation with? What was she talking about?
Okay, as you step closer to the room, you can hear her having a conversation with what looks to be like some kind of tiny looking tooth fairy. And I just fear that if the dreamers go beyond these first 3 floors, they'll end up in his way.
Oh, I see, yeah. Well, let's not worry about it, okay? Currently they're just exploring the first couple of floors, enjoying the dream. We can protect them. Admittedly, I've not seen them around at the moment. They must be somewhere else. This floor is massive.
Yes. And so very cold. I wonder why that is.
It's probably best not to ask those kinds of questions, isn't it? I mean, when you think about it, we do know why it's so cold, and,
yes, that's... Yes, something we don't need to think about right now. That discussion seems to just move on to other parts of the floor. Monsters they've run into. Not much else of interest besides that bit.
I'm not gonna talk to them. I don't like these things.
Okay.
They look weird and they scare me.
You step back and decide not to engage. So we'll catch up with you next time. For now, it's time for Valerie and Todd's amazing adventure.
Yay!
So let's see what happens. Todd turns to you. Okay, so we're going to both jump in on the count of 3, right?
Yes, and you're gonna run all the way to the end near the door and wave your gun around.
Okay.
And, I don't know, maybe sing your favorite anime song out loud, really loud.
Right, I could do that. Yeah, that's fine. Todd revs up and then rushes forwards, diving into the room.
don't lose your way!
He's gonna die.
He lifts his gun and starts waving it around madly. Harnack immediately lunges for him. Let's have a look. Harnack's initiation action. Harnack just barely misses with his savage chomp and instead bites into the wall. Todd gives a scream of fear as he sees the beast in front of him.
Ah! Val, I think it's time for that pincer movement. Let's do it!
Yeah! I'm making my way to the stairs.
Okay. You heading down the stairs?
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling
You what?
I feel a little bad, but
Okay.
fine.
He'll be
we're heading
alright.
downstairs.
Okay. You head down the stairs. And you arrive at the bottom of the stairway. You feel a bit disorientated.
Benjamin,
Yes.
I have a question.
Okay.
Would this have been considered a monstrous action?
You know what? That's a very fair point. Let me
Sacrifice somebody.
Let me double check the rules on monstrous actions.
Which bit? Not you dueling, right?
No, Valerie.
Harry.
Let's call this. Yeah, let's call it that. That makes sense. Okay, Val. You do feel a slight sickening in your soul. You have committed a monstrous action.
For what?
Your Honor, I plead oopsie daisy. Okay, you arrive at the bottom of the stairs. Val looks around. Weren't we just here?
Why is it annoying?
That's the dream space for you.
Why would he guard the stairs if it's just the opening to another room? No treasure? No nothing?
Look, I don't know, okay? I really don't.
Now.
I would say go help Todd, but somehow I don't think you're going to do that, are you?
We'll see.
I'm going to be honest, Val. If we're going to start exploring this floor, we need to start killing monsters, not avoiding them. Otherwise, they're always going to be there.
You really think we can take that thing?
Well, that thing I don't know, but maybe there's some other things we can. And maybe if we had someone to, fight with.
I'm trying to guilt trip me.
I'm just saying, Rune,
we'll
Todd,
push back.
James, Wren. These are all people in the dream, all people we have to work with.
Oh, I can't find any of them. And the one I did find hates me, so...
It's not ideal, I know. Look, let's just take it one step at a time for now, yeah?
Fine.
I mean, we beat Echo together, so that's gotta count for something, right?
Yeah, we've got this in the bag. We can kill anything.
I hope so. Okay. We'll leave Valerie's turn there for now. And we will leave Todd's fate as of yet unknown.
Oh man.
So back to Rune. Okay.
Hello.
What will you do, Rune?
Just kind of look at Ember in a bit of shock and be like, we did it?
We did do it, yes. If that's not a sign of your growing strength, I don't know what is.
Honestly, I wasn't sure for a minute how that was gonna go.
I think you did well. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
As I say,
Thank you for having my back.
of course, anytime. Rune,
I think we should both try and have a nap.
I was just thinking that. Would you care to rest your head upon my wings?
Yeah, you can rest your head on my head.
That sounds very welcome right now.
We'll look like a little totem pole.
Rune, while I refill your sanity,
Mhm.
could you open up your character sheet?
Okay.
And could you give yourself a relationship level with Ember?
Yay!
There we go. So Ember is a...
Cuddle time.
Is he a toy?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So, the toy effect already was to give you a +2 bonus when rolling to reduce fear if Ember is with you. At relationship level 1, the toy familiar is comfortable to sleep on. When the toy familiar's dreamer falls asleep with them, they wake up with +16 bonus sanity plus extra sanity equal to the current floor. This sanity goes above their maximum but cannot be regained once lost.
Holy shit!
So yeah, if you fall
That's really
asleep,
good.
if you fall asleep with Ember in the same room, you would wake up on the next floor with, in this case, it would be 19 bonus sanity.
So I get rewarded for mutual nap time?
Oh yes.
Yay!
Okay, and due to your Path of the Guide familiar as well, that is +2 damage and -2 damage for all attacks.
Woo.
Yeah. Cool. Happy with that?
Should I roll to see if I can do anything else on my turn, or would you like me to just have a sleep?
No, you may as well. You can roll for lucidity. This room's not been searched. There are places to move to. Plenty you could be doing. Yep, that works. Do you want to do the same for Ember as well?
Yes, please. Yeah, I think I'll do it.
Yeah,
think
they
that's a
both work.
23.
So, what would you like you and Ember to do with your turn?
First off, where were those rolls earlier when I needed them? And second off, I think we're going to have a little search.
Okay, roll for focus. Okay, you're both searching.
Mhm.
Yep, both successes. Rune, you find the digital alarm and the pillow.
Okay.
And Ember finds the dressing gown and the collectible figure.
Mhm. Okay. Can I put all of the things I'm going to say have been appraised?
Okay.
Can I put the flowers?
Yep.
And the bra. And the light fragment and the tire in safe space storage.
You can what fragment?
Light.
Yep. Okay, they've
Give
all
me
been
a
put in
sec.
safe space storage.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
And then that is me.
Okay, you don't want to move?
Oh yeah, I can move. Sorry. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just typing all these things in.
That's alright. You don't have to if you don't want, but...
Okie dokie. Yeah, I was heading towards James. So, and that's, you said to the left, which means to my right.
You locate James. He's on his way through the bathroom towards you.
Hi. I head into the bathroom and say hi.
What happened? I heard fighting.
I dueled a skeleton.
You dueled a skeleton?
They won.
I did. He was a very good duelist, and we won.
Damn, nice work.
Look, I have one of his tassels.
You have what?
One of his tassels, and I show James the bone.
So you do. I take it to mean that said skeleton's no longer with us.
Yes.
A pile
Sweet,
of dust
nice
on
work.
the floor.
Oh, yeah, that'll be them. I fought a witch. A full, wicked witch of the West.
I'm presuming you won, given that you're still standing.
Yeah. Her cat is still wandering around somewhere, though.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to keep an eye out.
Probably, yeah. It gave me a deep sense of foreboding.
Well, it does seem that together that we have cleared out some more of this floor. Hopefully it should be a bit safer to wander now. Where to next,
How are you
then?
doing, Vola?
I'm fine. I became a frog, and then I was not a frog.
What?
The witch cursed him for a little bit.
Oh.
So he became a frog, and then, as he so aptly put it, he was not a frog.
But I am now bueno.
Well, I think we should probably keep moving then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain at this stage that our friends aren't on this floor. So I'm thinking, what's the nearest safe space to retreat to from where we are? Because I think we're probably going to have to dream down.
I
We
believe.
can head back to my room, I guess.
I think your room
Sure.
and
Is mine
Rune's
closer?
room are of equal distance, although I'll admit I don't quite have a mental map of this floor yet. Do you remember where your room is, Rune?
I think I have a gist of which way to go. I can't remember if it's to my room or James's room, but I think I know which way to go.
Very well. We'll acquiesce to you for the time being then.
I'm pretty sure
I
I
have
remember
started to-
mine.
I have started drawing this map, and I showed a map.
Okay.
Nice, good thinking.
Right, we'll switch over
After
to...
failing to find it for so long, I'm pretty sure I know where my room is now.
Okay, so we'll switch over to James. Rune, I'll let you move with him, because, like, you were just in that room
Okay.
anyway. So, James, where to?
Are we thinking north then?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Off we go then. I don't think I'll bother searching for the time being. I think just for the sake of expediency, I want to get moving.
Okay. You dip back through the room that you came to before.
Yeah. God, I've been backing up the whole thing a lot.
And then that is everybody's turns, except for Hedda.
Hello.
Hedda, who is having the no good, very terrible, very bad day.
It's okay. I'm going to make Mr. Unfunny have a no good, awful, terrible, very bad day.
Love the confidence.
Hopefully via wolf.
Okay,
Let's
it
have
is.
Skadi attack first.
Yep, it is your turn. You may attack. Where is Mr. Unfunny? There we go.
I'm going to have him use flare first.
Oh, okay.
Just for the bonus damage.
Okay, you're in the room. That's 10d4.
21.
Okay, I'll double check. Okay, 21 fire damage to Mr. Unfunny. And then how would you like Skadi to follow up?
Bite.
Crunch. Slashing.
Let's go for slashing damage.
Okay.
11 of it, please.
I can do you 6.
I feel like I don't have a choice in this matter. So
That's
yes,
very
I'll
true.
Take 6, please.
Mr. Unfunny takes 6 slashing damage. And then...
Oh, come around this way.
And then vanishes.
I have it. It vanishes.
Hedda, could you roll for lucidity, please?
17.
Okay, Hedda, you notice something lurking behind you. You gain +3 fear for noticing.
Me? Does this count as being stalked?
No, but you do gain +3
What
fear
if my
anyway.
cover fits? Okay.
What would you like to do, Hedda?
I'm guessing if I turn around, Mr. Unfunny will still be behind me, whichever way I'm facing, right?
He won't actually, but I like that.
Okay, cool. But I am gonna turn around myself and stab Mr. Unfunny.
Okay.
Hang on. Is it still Mr. Silly Goofy's shadow?
Technically, yes.
I won't resort to stabbing Mr. Silly Goofy on the off chance that it's a quicker way to end the fight. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit Mr. Unfunny. That is a natural 20.
Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Light level +1. That is a crit. Is that the first natural crit we've had?
I think so.
Oh my god. Okay, so is this... What is this? Battering? Or...
Battering damage.
Okay. Is that all your
How
extra
do crits
die?
work? Is it double damage, or do I roll more dice?
Yeah, it's double damage.
Okay, so I've rolled my 3 dice.
Okay, 52 battering damage to Mr. Unfunny, who immediately starts leaking dust.
And if he's got a weapon, he drops it.
He doesn't,
Definitely.
unfortunately. I'm so sorry.
I can't
Okay.
wait for this not to be used once in the campaign.
Please do not kill Mr. Silly Goofy.
There are enemies with weapons, don't worry.
We'll see how I feel, Isaac. I promise nothing.
Okay, Mr. Unfunny charges forwards furiously after being struck. Oh, yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I didn't power nap. This could go badly. As long as it's less than 14 damage, we're good.
He strikes at Skadi
That'll fine.
because, unfortunately, Hedda turned around and saw him before he could attack. Good job he did that, by the way. So Skadi takes 18
Sorry.
darkness damage and is knocked back. Mr. Unfunny returns to his protective space around Mr. Silly Goofy, and Skadi is inflicted with Unsteady.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay. I think that's the turn. Okay, cool. In that case, let's return to everyone else. Everyone else is actually having a decent time now. So we will...
Except Todd.
Except Todd. He'll be fine. We'll catch up with him.
You could be partying with the Harlock, whatever. We don't know.
Okay, Wren. It's your turn.
Amazing. Well, I've kind of got two choices, and one of them's just go into a room and come back out. The other one is go into the big room full of two monsters to get to everywhere else.
I mean, your third option is smash the window.
True. Can I throw Skittles into the window?
Roll for willpower.
Okay, let's rocket launch this clown.
Skittles.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it.
Skittles goes through the window like it was his god-given right. He smacks into the glass and shatters it, causing shards of glass and random sweets to rain down around him.
Oh my lord.
And
Does he bleed candy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And in doing so, he does open up another avenue.
Also, are you okay?
We should do that more often. That was amazing.
Okay. If you insist, sure. I'll
Yay!
I pat him on the head.
Okay, you step out into what appears to be some kind of garden path. The kind of thing that you might see going down the side of a house. Which does make you curious as to what lies at the end of it. You can feel out on the garden path. It is quite cold.
Right. When I asked for cold, I didn't think it'd be this cold. now I'm regretting my radiator hate.
I'm wondering why it's so cold on this floor. It's so warm on your floor. What's with that?
Too many radiators.
Okay. I believe that is your turn, Wren.
I mean, I just went for. Can I search this room?
Oh, yeah, you can. Sorry, you didn't actually do anything, did you?
Yeah, I just threw my clown through a window and I
You
didn't
did.
search.
Alright, go on, Wren. Search this room that you access by throwing your clown through a window.
That's what he said.
18. Okay, you find a flagstone.
What is that?
It's like one of the stones that makes up the path.
Okay.
And
go in the
some-
station storage.
And some garden weeds.
Weeds, you say?
Garden
Gotcha.
weeds.
Garden weeds. That can also go in the basement storage.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. That will be all.
No worries.
I need to take glass out of my clown's head now.
You can spend your turn picking glass out of your clown's head.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, we'll catch up with Val on the 3rd floor. What are you doing, Val?
We're running to atone for our sins. Okay, question.
Yes.
The scythe, whatever. It's like close range and long range. Question mark?
No.
What?
The plastic effect occurs if you have a way of attacking long range, but it doesn't give you a way of doing that.
I see. Okay. Understandable. Dang, I wish I had a gun. Oh, wait. What do I got? And I... Is it possible to attract a monster's attention if you're outside the room?
You can make a speech check at it.
Okay, cool. I'll do that.
Okay, roll for willpower and then say something.
23.
Yep, that'll do. What are you going to say?
I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm just yelling.
Just nothing specific, just like, ah.
Yeah. Ah, get over here. Ah.
Okay.
Banging my cooking pot around.
Okay. Harnack's attention is attracted away from the other door, and he comes stomping over to this one and begins roaring and trying to shove his mouth through the door hole. Vala decides to step back over the sofa. Ugh! Ugh, that was close.
Do you see Todd in there?
I didn't think to look. Should have checked before we called this thing over.
Okay, my plan wasn't even bad. I positioned him near a door. He could have just moved out to the door.
I mean, the fact that this thing wasn't actually attacking him, and the fact that I can't hear him, maybe he did flee further. In which case, he's probably safe-ish. What do we do then? Do we just get out of here?
Yeah, everything's fine. If Todd's dead, that might be bad for me, in particular. And I guess for Todd too. But me.
Okay.
Man, I wish I had a gun.
I think that's your turn. Unless there's anything you particularly want to do.
Yeah. I made the speech check, didn't I?
Oh, that's true, you did do an action. Okay, right. Next up then, it's Rune.
Hello.
I'll let you and James move as a pair, because you're going to the same place. Just give me a second.
Are you guys living with your sister kills your best friend?
Okay, Rune, on you go.
Woo! It's this way, right? Isn't it, James?
Yep.
You may move into
So
that room
follow
as
me.
well. I'll allow it. Okay, you head back into the entryway, and you can now hear the distinct noises of combat.
Ooh, okay.
That's not good.
No, it's not, but it is pretty common here.
But that means it must mean someone else is here.
Yeah, it does. Let's go give him a hand.
Can you see from where you are, James? Oh, shit,
For some reason it's not giving me...
Sorry, yeah, James can't see who it is because the door is shut.
Oh.
James opens the door a tad.
I know where you are.
No, not that.
Well, this door wasn't closed before.
There you go. James opens the door and reveals the chaotic scene of Mr. Silly Goofy, Mr. Unfunny, and a desperate Hedda trying to fight them off, looking to be on her last legs.
Okay, that's a code red. That's a code red.
I just like this bit of button before and like, help.
Yup.
Rune, shout out. Oh god, I'm thinking. What's the type of sweet you would find in a swamp?
It seems that
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Roll for willpower.
That's a really shit joke. I'm so sorry. I want to say while I'm rolling this, but the only reason I came up with that is because I have a stuffy toy that is on my lap. That's a 19!
Mr. Unfunny tilts his head.
I open and I'm like, wah, wah.
And then, beneath him, Mr. Silly Goofy gives a laugh.
Oh, that was a good one, actually. That was really good.
I give a thumbs up.
And all of a sudden, combat appears to be over. Mr. Silly Goofy just sort of turns and nods at Hedda.
I hope you can come up with some funny jokes next time. Something that's going to knock your socks off.
And then he goes wandering off.
Do I get a chance to say anything before he goes, or is he just off?
He's already gone. Hedda is like still just sort of stood in shocked silence. Okay, James.
You good, Hedda?
It is technically your turn if there's anything you'd like to do.
I think I'll just step in. So it's good to see you, Hedda. Would have warned you about the clown earlier. They're okay for the most part, but I guess that's what happens if you don't laugh at his jokes. Are you alright?
I'm going to kill that fucking clown.
The clown is fine. You don't have to worry about the clown.
Hedda just looks down at like her multiple like bleeding wounds, and just like, you can believe what you like.
Okay. Look, me and Rune have been on this floor a while, scouting things out. We're pretty sure the others aren't on here. And if they were on their first floor, I think they would have made their way down by now. So we're thinking of dreaming down.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, doesn't have to be right now. Just wanted to give you a set rep on what's been happening here. I'm pretty sure this room's been searched, right?
I think I'll check.
I don't know.
No, not fully.
Okay. Actually, do you know what though? I'm going to appraise the shower gel with my turn.
Okay. Yeah, that works. So the shower gel comes with the following trait. Todd has no idea what this is because he's never appraised it.
Cleaner. The weapon has cleaning capabilities. The wielder becomes aware of any traps or environmental effects in the room and can attack them with this weapon to negate their effect. Oh, it's mine.
That's really good.
It is very solid.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, happy with that, James?
Yes.
Okay, in which case that is everybody's turn. And I believe for once, everyone is out of combat.
Yay!
Hooray. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so back with Hedda. It is your turn, Hedda.
Skadi, let's take a nap. Powder.
Okay.
12.
Not quite. Hedda has a full sleep. She's stressed. Oh, that's with disadvantage as well.
Give me
Hedda.
a moment and just like fall asleep on the sofa.
Yep, that's fine. I would just head on a swivel, make sure we don't get ambushed by anything else.
Okay.
Hey, before I went to sleep, I'm like, you can go, I'll catch up.
Do you want Skadi to power nap as well?
Yes, I asked him to before I...
Ah, okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. You're both healed up a little bit, and you are both resting. So next up it's Wren, who is elsewhere on this floor. Okay, Wren, you're exploring the garden path. What would you like to do?
Keep going.
Okay. You can see an entryway into the side of a house, but you can also see some strange-looking entryway at the end of the garden path.
Oh, freaky.
It looks to be some kind of stairwell. You can see on your left a set of stairs going up somewhere.
Okay, Skittles, which one do you want to do?
I think we should go up the stairs. I mean, dream floors should be flat, right? If they're just a floor. So what's up on a floor? I gotta know. I gotta know!
We'll do the freaky side then. Come on.
Let's go!
Let's quickly search in this room before we go.
Okay, roll to search. Okay, you find a flagstone and a
Be gone
wheel
with it.
and a wheelie bin.
I kind of want the wheelie bin. I'm gonna replace the summer dress with a wheelie bin.
Okay, you want some address and storage?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm just carrying a wheelie bin the same size as Skittles with me, you know?
Absolutely, you are.
Skittles go in the wheelie bin.
Yes.
Skittles is going in the wheelie bin.
Yay! Now onward!
Taking my clown around with me.
Here we go!
Okay,
We're going.
excellent.
Let's I'm having a great time.
Wait. What's a willy bin?
I
Oh my god.
I genuinely don't know what you call them. Like
I
dustbins.
don't think
Okay,
they have
so
to go
it's
to the
big
US.
bin that you put all your bin bags in for the bin men to come and
Oh, a garbage can.
garbage.
Yeah, but like big.
Okay.
Yes,
Sure,
but it has
yeah.
wheels.
No, but like, yeah, I get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a wheelbarrow.
No, not quite. Okay, Val, it is your turn. You hear a noise to your right.
My right. In a safe space?
In the safe space.
I'm peeking in because, oh well, it's a safe space, so it's safe, and it's a space. I'm going in.
Unfortunately, your safe is not space from Todd, who has just collapsed in through the other door.
So,
Oh god.
Thanks
Ah.
for bailing me out there. That thing was right at the door. I had to run into my parents' room. Are you okay? Did it get
You're
you?
welcome.
I didn't see you behind me, so I thought it might have got you. Oh, you're fine. Okay, cool. Oh, can we just sit for a
How
second?
about you?
I'm good.
He then starts to look around.
Whoa, so is this your bedroom, Valerie?
Who wants to know?
Me, obviously. I mean, I'm not saying I'll be in here in real life anytime soon, but like, it's good to get used to a place.
Vala just sort of like
Yes.
puts her head in her hands. I miss Amelia.
For legal purposes, let's say this is not my room. And this is just another dreamer's room, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Look
okay.
at the pictures on the wall.
Right, I'll have to figure that out at some point then.
You see Captain Costa sort of look at you, because he knows it's your room. But Todd has bought the lie. Okay, we'll leave that as your turn for now, Valerie.
Since I'm in the safe space, can I turn my thing up to 100?
Yeah, you can recharge your weapon. And then we'll move on to Rune.
Hello.
Okay, what would you like to do, Rune?
I am going to progress into the room with Hedda and James.
Okay, you head into your own apartment. Hedda is currently conked out on
I
the sofa.
Trying not to reveal that I recognize this is my apartment. I really don't want people to know where I live.
That is so fair. Okay, anything you'd like to do, or should we just move on?
No, I'm okay. I'll play something.
Okay, what would you like to appraise?
Come on, Roll20, load. It's the downside of both me and Isaac being using the same Wi-Fi. It takes a lot longer to load.
Yeah.
Can I appraise the horror video game?
Mm-hmm.
It's imagination, yeah?
Yep, roll for imagination. There we go. Okay.
That is a 15.
That will do. It comes with this at the moment. It may have other traits on lower floors.
Has draining. The weapon has a draining aura. Monsters that hit the wielder at close range sustain 2d4 darkness damage plus damage equal to the current dream floor. I like that.
It's pretty neat.
I like that a lot, actually.
Okay, happy with that?
Thank you. And that is my turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Moving on then. Final one is James. Okay, what would you like to do, James?
Hello. So I will move one room over while we're waiting for Hedda to wake up, just to
Okay.
make sure the path to the safe space is indeed safe.
You step out into the
And,
old hall, and you see, as far as you can tell, it is devoid of monsters.
Great, good. And we'll hit another appraise while we're here.
Okay, what would you like to appraise?
Let's appraise this heater that I just picked up. A 19.
A 19, that'll definitely do.
Very nice.
It comes with this. It may have other traits on lower floors.
Warm air. The weapon exudes a warm air. The constant exposure to the warmth prevents the wielder from being inflicted with soaked. Nice and simple.
That's cool.
Indeed.
Cool,
Okay.
that's me then.
Okay, excellent. Right, monster turn. Monsters are going to move around, do some things. Just sort of monstering around, really. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, cool. In that case, back with Hedda.
Oh.
You're feeling a little rested. Still a bit nervous, but you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to reduce fear while it's vaguely busy and actually.
Okay.
And you've got a go against me, and I'm going to run.
Skadi at least gets a success if you want to ask him to do it.
Yeah, Skadi, let's calm down before carrying on.
Okay, that's -2 because you've got an ally in the room. So you're down to 7. You're nearly ready to roll again. And I believe that is your turn, isn't it? Heather's just sat here, like, waiting to level up enough to get the art that lets fear rolls be a quick action.
Absolutely.
Okay, catching up with Wren. What will you do, Wren?
I'm going to wheel my clown into the dark depths of this staircase.
Okay. You step into the incredibly dark stairwell. The room at the bottom is unfortunately closed to you, but you can see a staircase leading up to the balcony.
Ooh, another balcony. So full of balconies.
And as you step out into the balcony, you get a good view of the garden above you.
Ooh. Oh, what am I looking at, Benjamin?
Do you want to roll for focus?
Yeah. I feel like I don't need to, considering this thing is like 10 times my size.
Okay.
16.
As you step out onto the balcony, you suddenly come to the realization that while Silent Eli was a boss monster, it does not mean every boss monster is like Silent Eli. You behold a truly monolithic dragon, white and turquoise scales encrusted with ice. It is as if a mountain is slumbering next to the house, taking up the entire garden in his enormity and towering over the roof and trees around. His gigantic wingspan blocks out the moonlight, plunging the garden into an unusually oppressive darkness. It seems that this creature has not noticed you, but you're quite certain that even attacking it with your mightiest weapons would feel more like a tickle to it.
Cool. I'm so glad I'm on my own and finding boss monsters.
Even
I'm
Skittles.
gonna wheel my clown back down the stairs.
Even Skittles is not in the mood for joking.
Let's just go, okay? Let's just go.
Yeah, no, we're going to. We're going to. I'm wheeling you back down now. We're not going over there.
You wheel
I didn't mean to
Skittles
rotate you.
back down the stairs. Get rotated, idiot.
I'm accidentally rotating my clown.
I fixed him, don't worry. Okay. Wren, as you descend the stairs, you can feel a faint tinkling on the edges of your consciousness, as if something is pulling you out of the dream. Seems like it's time to go.
Wonderful. Great timing. Goodbye, Skittles. I'll see you later.
See you later. I had real fun today.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we're doing good.
I've also actually had fun. I
Oh.
like hanging out with you, Skittles.
I'm glad. Just make sure you're having fun in the real world too, yeah?
I can try.
Okay.
How successful.
You'll be fine. See you later.
You wanna hug goodbye before I go?
Of course! And Skittles sort of like extends his legs until he is like poking out of the bin, and then gives you a big hug.
Return the hug.
And you wake up with Skittles' hug still felt across your shoulders and on your back.
And around my stomach because he just extends his arms around me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a cocoon.
Okay. Next up then, we have Van.
Hello.
You and Todd also feel the pull of wakefulness.
Oh, what's going on? I can feel a...
You're waking up, kid. I'll see you later, alright? For now, stand down, soldier.
Right.
And he sort of gives a hasty salute to Captain Cost before waking up. What about you, Val?
Hey, Valor, what do you think I should do about Wren?
All I know is that you have to keep hold of him. You can't let him go. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
But at the same time, holding him too tight. Ugh, I don't know. Talk to him, talk to Rune, do whatever he asks. Spend a whole day.
He asks.
Spend a whole day doing whatever he asks. I promise you.
I will. I'll try.
Well, it's better than nothing. Alright, see you later.
Bye.
And you too, wake up. So next up is Rune, I think. 1 second.
Benjamin,
Yes,
you said we can hear things from 2 rooms away.
that's very true.
I can see from where I'm standing a sliver of a token. Is this particular token making any sound?
It's actually not at the moment, unfortunately.
down.
But perhaps something to look into later on. You begin to feel the pull of wakefulness, Rune. It looks like the dream is done with you for now.
But I'm not ready to go back.
You'll be back before you know it. And with what we've done to the second floor, hopefully things will be a bit safer to explore.
Hopefully. Thank you for your help.
You're quite welcome. I think we need to debrief with the others about what they all separately did, and then hopefully we need to make sure Amelia can get here. She did promise to help us after all. We should take her up on that.
That's true.
Either way, I will not be gone long.
Okay. And then Rune's gonna open their arms for a cuddle.
Ember wraps his wings softly around Rune, and he starts puffing a very gentle, warm smoke that makes you feel so calm. And you wake up feeling more relaxed than you have been in a very long time. James, as you step out into the room, you too feel that growing familiar pull of wakefulness.
Not our best show this time, Voila, but we took some steps. We've got to start coordinating in the real world.
Indeed, progress is progress. But hopefully, if we can gain a few more of those sigils and make a few more safe spaces, we can start to connect the floors.
That's the hope. Well, show must go on. I'll see you next time.
Voila! The show must go on. Goodbye!
Good night.
And with that, James,
yeah, I sort of slip my arms out of the sleeves and
you let the arms slip out and you let Voila go, but only for a short time. And you two wake up. Hedda, you are the last to feel the pull of wakefulness, having seen Rune disappear and James along with her. Them.
Thank you.
Sorry. You two.
That's the first time you've slipped up, and it's second 13.
That is true. Yeah, you feel the pull of wakefulness as well, and you know it's coming.
I turn to Skadi and give him like a really good head scratch and go, "You are a good dog. Finds the clown lion gone. We will hunt when I return."
Skadi nods, and then he leans forward.
We should also seek out that robot girl. Bring her to this floor. Or perhaps let them decide what to do with her.
I agree.
Much to discuss. Much to strategize.
Till later, old friend.
This hunt is over for now.
And you two wake up. With the next dream having come to a close, you will arrive back in the waking world soon enough. And college is beginning to feel quite secondary compared to the vastness of the dream that you're starting to explore. And as such, we'll leave our session there.
That was a lot.
Did we win? Did we win?
We didn't lose.
Yay.
That's really all that matters.
Would people like
I'll
to
take
hear
that one.
quotes?
Yes. please.
Just before quotes, there's something else funny I should probably show you.
Okay.
I mean, you'll probably, you won't see it next session, but it'll be explained to you next session. I'll put it in the, I'll put it in the Waking World chat for Wonderland.
I'm awake.
This is what Krow saw.
Holy shit.
Good.
No, I'd win.